Okay, so you want to start either an Amazon FBA or an eBay business, but you simply just do not have the spare funds or cash to actually get started. If that is the case, then do not panic, because in this video, I'm going to be sharing 4 really good things that you can do to start an Amazon or eBay business with £0 in your bank account. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. The only thing I do ask is that if you do find any value from this video, then I would really appreciate it if you liked the video and maybe shared it with a friend, as that really does help this channel out. Other than that, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, and what everybody should be doing that hasn't got any money to start an Amazon business is actually take a look right in front of them, because they have actually got much more money than they think. But what do I mean by this? Well, if you haven't guessed already, what I always love to talk about is that when you are starting an Amazon or eBay business, your starting products are actually sitting right in front of you in your house. And I can pretty much guarantee you that if you are watching this video, then you have at least £1,000 worth of products, items, maybe unwanted birthday gifts or clothes that you do not wear, that you can start selling on eBay, Facebook Marketplace straight away to start building that capital. This is exactly how I started. I managed to raise £500 in 2 weeks simply just by selling my old iPhone and a load of clothes that I didn't wear anymore. Just talking of a few examples on where you can sell them, of course I just mentioned old clothes. These are great to sell on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. From there, if you are dying to get started on the Amazon side of things, then I would highly suggest raiding your bookshelf and looking for non-fiction books, because these have a massive resale value on Amazon. Just taking me as an example once again, the first ever used book I sold was a psychology textbook that actually sold for £43.50. I only paid 50p for that book. And then finally, you've got things like electronics, where you can potentially sell them on eBay and Amazon as used. However, I really do recommend selling these ones on a marketplace like Gumroad or Facebook Marketplace, simply because if they were to break in 3 months, 4 months down the line, because they are electronics and they are subject to breaking at some point, then you do not have to worry about the customer coming back and obviously trying to get a refund when it's just been so long down the line. Whereas with eBay, obviously that can happen. Facebook Marketplace, you probably got no worries. All right, so number 2, once you have done that, because that is so important, by the way, guys, make sure you do that before anything else. But once you have done that, maybe you've gained a little bit of money to actually go out and do some reselling and buying some products, I would highly suggest starting off in charity and thrift shops. In these shops, you're going to find used books that you can obviously sell on Amazon, like I mentioned. You're going to find great deals on clothing if you know what you're looking for, and then other things as well. One other thing actually that I did really well with when I first started my Amazon business is used media. Things like used PC and PlayStation games that aren't produced anymore actually sell for really high sale prices on Amazon and even eBay as well. The only thing that you're going to have to think about when you are doing charity shopping is that you're not going to be able to scale this as much at the start, because you're typically only going to find 1 unit of that product. But this is the trade that you're going to have to make. If you want to pay less money and make more profit, then it's going to be harder to find those items. But when you do find those items, of course, it's going to be a nice bonus. One tip that I have about charity shops is when you are looking at the charity shops to go and visit, I would try and actually visit ones that are in the suburbs and a little bit out of the city centre, and ones that are typically located in more well-off locations. Now, the only reason I say this is just from my own personal experience. Whenever I used to go charity shopping in the city centre, I never really had any luck. I used to find a couple of products here and there, but nothing that was absolutely amazing. Maybe this is because there are resellers constantly going in there and you have to be so lucky. Whereas when I do go out to the suburbs and the little places on the outskirts of the city, this is where people are not visiting those charity shops as much. And personally, I believe you have a higher chance of finding those really good products. This is of course referring to those used non-fiction textbooks. Obviously one of the best times to go and actually look in these types of charity shops is right after the term ends and the uni students are simply just wanting to get rid of their books. Tip number 3, if you are starting a business out with 0 money, and that is to not waste all of your money on courses and software. And whilst both of these can be amazing for your Amazon or eBay business, there are some great products out there and some great courses as well. These are not essential, especially when you are first starting out and you haven't got got much money to start with. The only software that I would say is absolutely essential for an Amazon business is simply a deal analyzer. This is something where you can scan a product, and basically what it will do is it'll work out whether it's a good product or not. The one that I personally use is Buybot Pro. I've been using it pretty much since I started on Amazon, and it has saved me thousands of pounds in potential mistakes that I would have made without it. If you did want to check out Buybot Pro and some of its features, I'll leave a link to a video that I did with the owner of Buybot Pro, and I will also leave a link in the description down below for the actual website so you can go and check it out. But in summary on this one, courses, deal sheets, reprices and other tools are simply nice to haves. They are not essential, so do not waste the little money that you have to start out on purchasing these kind of things. Right, so number 4 is not so much of a common one that you will normally hear, and this is if you are low on cash, why not think about starting a consignment business? And basically a consignment business is a store that will simply sell products on behalf of somebody else, and in return you will charge a commission. So basically one thing that you could do, just like sourcing your home, you could go to your friends and family, go and source their homes as well, and basically say, what I will do is take all of this unwanted products off you and I will sell it on eBay. I will do all of the listing, all of the hard work, and all I'm going to do is take a cut. This is extremely good because once again, you're putting no money up front. You can start with absolutely zero and you're still going to be earning money at completely zero risk. It's also, once again, another really good way to really get to grips with both of the platforms depending on what products you're selling, and a really good introduction to reselling. So there you go, guys. There are 4 things that you should be doing if you are starting an Amazon or eBay business with zero money in the bank. If you do take action on these 4 things, and I'm sure that over time you are going to start to build a really successful business, and you're going to build capital in your account to let you go and do the traditional business models like retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, wholesale and private label. But other than that, if you did find some value from this content, like I asked at the start, I would really appreciate it if you liked this video and maybe shared it with a friend that you think may help them as well. But other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.